Core TV News, expanding your view.
Top story. The People's Democratic Party from the head of the state in this Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
The People's Democratic Party has
All
called
progressive
on Nigerians in response.
Thank you for joining us again on News Judgment tonight. I am Frank Amalape, and as usual, Dan Alo is a news editor, and of course, an analyst is also here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here once more.
Well, and you're looking very wonderful.
Thank you very much. That's the grace of God.
Okay, very interesting. One of the news breaking earlier today is the fact that the Presidential Advisory Council on International Relations, who is chaired by Chief Emeka Anyanko, met with the President and today to see how they can strengthen the security situation in Nigeria, and of course also some other issues like international relations between Nigeria and some other country.
Yes, for every voice that we have that have joined the league of the call, the beg that the insurgents should release these abducted girls, and for every concern shown as to the security of our nation is commendable. I mean, what the Security Council have done is what any responsible organization would have done at this period of time and with this kind of situation that we have in our country. So, Anyanko and his group, we commend you for coming to the aid of our president, who seemed to be overwhelmed with all this problem at this material point in time.
Do you see how crucial, because if you look at Professor Emeka Anyanko himself, it's someone who is respected, and if you look at the magnitude of this meeting, I'm thinking that it could lead the front page tomorrow. What's your position on this, and what prominence will you give to it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, this kind of meeting, we enjoy front page prominence. It will come because of the issues that are attached to this meeting. That's the issue of security that we've been battling in the country. And don't forget that only yesterday, the expanded Security Council meeting met, and they read the Riot Act to the Nigerian military to go in search of these girls and rescue them and bring them back so that the whole nation can smile once more. I mean, it's a period of a sadness for us as a country, collectively, individually as parents. We mourn the fact that insurgents can enter into a school and abduct over 200 girls, you know. And you know what that means. Girls, these are not males, these are girls. And they're kids in secondary school, for that matter. And it is very bad, it is sad for us as a nation. And then this Security Council coming together to come and advise the president to fashion a way out, I think is the right thing to do at this material time.
So what you're saying?
No, it's going to go. It's going to go. It can lead. It's a lead story. It's a lead story. It's a lead story, given the content and the weight of that story. It enjoys the front page prominence.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing that on the front page tomorrow. Well, very interesting story, and of course, not only because of the meeting was with the president now. Of course, everybody loves the fact that Emeka Anyanko, who is the chairman of that advisory committee, is also an elder statesman, and of course, apart from that, it's
a one-time Commonwealth Secretary General. Yes, he's a respected person.
And for
yes, he's done very well. He's done very well for himself over the years. He's been a very responsible statesman. He's represented Nigeria very well, and he's a man that all of us respect. He has no tainted record at all. I mean, coming out to come and help out at this time, it's commendable. For every voice that I've condemned, that I've offered to help, we appreciate it and we welcome it as a people.
So we expect to see it at
Yes,
Advisory
right there
Council.
on the front page
Discuss.
of any newspaper tomorrow.
Okay. All right. We move on right now. You know, the issue of the abducted girls has been in the news for the past 1 week.
It will always be until those girls come back. It will always be. It's very important that we find those girls, we rescue them, bring them back to reunite them with their parents alive. Is in fact, the country has no job now. The main job of us as a people, as a country, is to find those girls and bring them back alive, safe and alive, well.
And this is bringing us to one of the breaking news earlier today that the Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project, which is SERA, has also joined in the fight against that, in ensuring that these girls return.
Yes.
What position do you think this will enjoy in the
Okay, they have called on the United Nations to help secure the release of these abducted girls and then to help fight insurgency in Nigeria. Of course, we know that United Nations is a world body and it has its strength and its military might. And in most countries that are bedeviled with insurgent attacks like this, United Nations forces have come to their rescue. So we are saying that SERAP is asking United Nations to please help Nigeria at this time of our need.
It's like the peculiarity of this story now is the fact that UN, it's actually going to be involved. Or of course,
we're asking
United Nations.
Yeah, we're begging United Nations to get involved. I mean, this is also important for us as a people. United Nations, we're a member of UN, and of course, the Security Council is being led by Nigeria this month. If you remember, Nigeria emerged the president of that Security Council early this month, and it's going to run for the rest of this month. And at this time, Nigeria is having problems. So United Nations should please come to our aid. I mean, it's the right thing to do at this time. We're asking for the right thing to be done. And then this also will be my second lead by my news judgment. And it's going to enjoy the front page prominence as it has to do with security, it has to do with safety of life, and then the girls, the sentiment attached to abduction of female students. I mean, it should enjoy front page prominence.
Well, it should enjoy the front page prominence, like Dan Alo has said. But let's move away quickly from that story. INEC is to continue the voter registration in May. Now, what this is really critical. Of course, ahead of
2015.
2015, not only 2015 now. Of course, the state elections
in Osun,
yeah.
They have been distributing a permanent voters card to electorates in Osun and Ekiti, and then they have told us that they are going to start the continuous voters exercise in Nigeria. And this is very important because the earlier they start, the better for them to, put behind all those hiccups that we used to have during the election period, where people will say, oh, we do not find our name on the voters list, we have our cards. If they start early enough now, there will be enough time for us to correct all of this before we enter the election proper. And I feel that INEC is strategizing well, and I hope that all of this turn out very well for them.
Okay, quickly, let's look at what page, which of the pages of the newspaper do we is it the front or the second page lead, and why will you place it?
Because the general elections is important to Nigeria, and to